Okay, I started the recording.
Alright.
Okay, we were talking about the NTSB.
Yeah.
Let's just move this on the side. It's gonna lag because I ran out of
Yeah.
space. Okay, I'll just have you read it. I'm gonna
Okay,
make Go ahead.
the operator of any civil aircraft or any public aircraft that's not operated by the armed force or an intelligence agency of the United States or any foreign aircraft shall immediately or and by the most expeditious means available notify the nearest NTSB office.
Okay. So this says you have to notify them immediately
Yeah.
when the accident happens. And then it gives you how to notify them. So they give you a phone number and they give you a website to find an office near you, and then they give you the headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are the things that you notify them when. So an accident. So aircraft accident, and if anything of this happens, if you're flying and your control system malfunctions or fails, then you have to immediately notify them. If inability of any required flight crew member to perform normal flight duties as a result of injury or illness.
Mm-hmm.
Failure of internal turbine engine components that result in the escape of debris other than out the exhaust path. So if they fly out like your airplane,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not the exhaust path, then you need to notify them. If there's a fire on board, notify them. If the airplane collides with another airplane while flying, notify them. If an accident happens and you damage somebody else's property
Mm-hmm.
that exceeds more than 25,000, for example, if you hit a house, then you need to notify them.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is for large multi-engines aircraft, more than 12,500 pounds. So think about like airliners.
Mm-hmm.
Um, In-flight failure of electrical systems. I'm actually not going to read most of this because you're not flying that right now. So we're going to skip this. In the future, if you're going to fly that, you should read this.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Um, so if a portion of your blade comes out, then that is problematic. If one of your propeller blades, then you need to notify them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if your system loses information for more than 50% of the display, and it tells you which displays to notify them.
Yes. Airborne collision.
Yeah. Airborne Airborne collision avoidance system resolution advisories issued when an aircraft is being operated on an instrument flight rules, flight plan, in compliance with the advisories necessary to avert a substantial risk of collision between two or more aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, when you almost hit somebody,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yes.
if you fly a helicopter and your helicopter is damaged. Also, if you land on a taxiway or the incorrect runway, or if you take off on a taxiway or the incorrect runway, then
Mm.
you need to notify them. And if you almost hit somebody, a runway incursion, then you need to notify them. So an aircraft is overdue, which means you've been waiting for that aircraft that they never showed up, and you
Yeah,
think the aircraft has been in an accident, then notify them. So, but then it says immediately. So immediately you need to tell them by whichever method. They have a phone number, they have a website, they have the okay.
location. Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's very slow today.
So you just have to notify the NTSB immediately.
Yeah, that's what that law says. Okay, we were going to read the next rule. Okay, go ahead and read this.
The operator of an aircraft involving an accident or incident for which notification must be given is responsible for preserving to the extent possible any aircraft wreckage, cargo, and mail aboard the aircraft and all records, including all recording mediums of flights, maintenance, and voice recorder pertaining to the operation and maintenance of the aircraft and to the airman until the board takes custody thereof of a release is granted pursuant to A31.12B of this chapter.
Okay. So remember, I was telling the story of the Trevor Jacobs YouTuber
Yeah.
guy who crashed, right? One
Mhm.
of the laws he broke was this law. Because according to this law, if you got into an accident, you have to preserve
Report.
it. Don't touch the wreckage.
Mm-hmm.
He, after he flew down with his parachute, decided to go and find his wreckage, and he um I don't remember if he like tried to remove the wreckage or he tried to sabotage or whatever he did to the wreckage. He messed with the wreckage. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
supposed to do that. He
Yeah.
was just supposed to leave it alone.
Oh, okay. That's
But
why.
yeah, he broke this law.
Uh,
This just tells you that you can move the wreckage if you have to, if in order to save someone who's injured or trapped. So if they're trapped by the piece of the airplane, you can rip open the door or something to save that person.
mm-hmm.
Or, for example, to protect the wreckage from further damage, if there's, I don't know, I'm gonna make up something extreme like a tornado, then I think if there's like, this is never gonna happen, but I'm just making up extreme examples. If there's a tornado, you can take
Yeah.
the wreckage, put it in the back of your truck and drive away. To protect the public from injury. For example, if there's something like flammable that you have to remove from that site because if you don't, it's going to explode and maybe destroy the house next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, and then this says, you can read it.
where it is necessary to move aircraft wreckage, mail or cargo sketches, descriptive notes, and photographs shall be made, if possible, of the original position and condition of the wreckage and any significant impact mark.
Yeah. So if you have to move the wreckage, take photos and notes.
Yeah.
Then the last one.
The operator of an aircraft involved in an accident or incident shall retain all records, reports, internal documents, and memoranda dealing with the accident or incident until authorized by the board of to the contrary.
Mhm. Okay. We're going to read the last rule and then we're going to answer the last questions. And then we'll be done. Okay, so this is when to file a report. Go ahead.
Okay, report the operator of the civic, public, or foreign aircraft shall file a report on board within 10 days after the accident or after 10 days or 7 days if an overdue aircraft is still missing. A report on an incident for which immediate notification is required should be filed only as request by an authorized representative of the board.
Okay. If it's an accident, then after 10 days, within 10 days, you have to file a report. Or
Mhm.
if an aircraft is missing, 7 days after it's missing, and then this just tells you where to get your forms. And then go ahead and read this.
Okay, each crew member, if physically able at the time the report is submitted, shall attach the statement setting forth the facts, condition, and circumstance relating to the accident or incident as they appear to him. If the crew member is incapacitated, he shall submit the statement as soon as he is physically able.
Mm-hmm. And then
Mm,
this is just telling you where to file.
yeah, the operator of the aircraft should file any report within the field office with the field office of the board nearest the accident or incident.
Mm-hmm. And then you can find the nearest one by Googling it
Yeah.
or by that website that they gave in the last. Okay, now you are able to answer all of these questions. Oh,
And, uh,
if
immediately. Oh, okay, start running slow again.
okay, wait, that's that.
Mhm. 142, it's 142.
It keeps skipping. 142, it keeps skipping.
So we should wait a second. Maybe it need time to.
Oh, wait, we already did that. Okay, let's try 144.
Okay, if an aircraft is involving the substantial should be notified immediately.
Hmm.
Which incident require immediate notification news. Flight control system malfunction or failure. Which incident will necessitate an immediate news? Uh, an in-flight fire. Which incident requires an immediate news? Uh, uh, an in-flight radio communication failure. I think. No,
No,
it's all right. It's overdue aircraft.
yeah, it's
I think about A, but I thought
yeah,
you should tell them in 7 days,
it's on this one.
not not immediately.
It's like the last one. It's
Oh, okay.
the last one on the list. Okay, what's next?
Yeah. May aircraft wreckage be moved prior to the time? Uh, yes, but only to protect the wreckage from further damage. Has been going square to file within 10 days. The operator of an aircraft that has been involving aircraft is required to submit a progress. Uh, within 10 days. Oh my God.
Hold on, hold on. The operator of an aircraft that has been involved in an incident is required to submit a report. A report on an incident. Oh,
Oh.
So this is the
Yeah,
key word. The key word is incident.
not the accident.
Accident. So if you going back to the law, the law says accident. Those are two different things.
What's what's the difference between the
So the difference is we have to read the FAA. Okay, so here are the difference. We're gonna read it so we know the FAA words. The definition of accident. Hold on. This is not the FAA definition. This is,
I mean like I mean for our
oh, actually it is
you
this.
know, yeah, the regular life, the accident and incident is the same thing.
That's not the FAA. That's
Is
not
it?
the FAA. Okay.
You see the source, you say wait, can
So
you go back? I
ac-
see the source, you say the law.
so accident, I believe, is when somebody has died or has been severely injured to put the point which they're hospitalized. Incident is just someone got hurt, is what I believe, but we have to find the FAA definition, right? So we're going to go to FAR 1.1 because so we're going to go to general definitions
Mhm.
and then we're going to find accident. Not found. Incident. Accident versus incident. Okay, yeah, so I was right. Accident involves death or serious
Mhm.
injury or substantial damage to the aircraft. Incident is anything other than an accident. So I was right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
accident.
I don't know why it's not in the definitions.
Okay, now I know.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's an incident, then you only file the report when they request.
Mm-hmm.
If it's an accident, you have to report it after the 10 days.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so answer this question.
If it occurs when an accident which result in the nearest airport within immediately. For this one, we just did this one. Flight control system.
We just did the one, right?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
remember